I'm thinking that's only for Commander.
Oh, yeah, I guess so, yeah. You give like
uh,
a player who's doing nothing an extra turn?
exactly.
That makes sense, I guess.
I mean, it's from Commander 2020.
Gotcha.
I will say that Thieving Otter is incredibly cute, and so is Lutri,
Yeah.
as far as animals go in Magic.
So it looked like both players multi 5.
Yeah, I didn't see if they had opening game action, so I'm guessing maybe no Chancellor.
No Chancellor, and I think a multi 5. End step Entomb. Uh oh. We'll see if that resolves. So this is open deck list. So Phil knows what's up before he even took his first turn. Before he kept his hand, even. All right,
Yeah,
Griselbrand goes in the yard.
I think that's a pretty big advantage in this type of circumstance because he knows he can't keep any hands with no interaction in them.
Yeah. So it looked like actually that wasn't end step. It was in response to the fetch, right?
Mhm.
Response to the fetch he entombed. I said it wrong the first time. So I think this is going to be a faster match. Would you say so?
I think so.
Or at least more clear who's going to win very early. Alan Yee, the champion, awaits in round 4, by the way. Next round is the NYC Eternal Championship. I'm looking forward to it. No matter who wins here.
I mean, I've seen Reanimator games go quite long against a control deck, but it usually doesn't fare well for the Reanimator deck if you're going past turn 5 or 6.
True. All right, Jason reanimates, targeting Griselbrand. Let's see if this resolves. It looks like it does. Ouch. Is this game already over?
Uh-oh. Could be. I mean, Phil does not have too many outs.
Doesn't look like he has any in the main. At least not in with enough time, you know what I mean? Doesn't
Right.
have time to be cryptic commanding here.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Merchant Scroll for an answer is going to do it this time.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna run out of time. So paying 7 life, drawing 7.
I think in this, if we could rewind, I would say that maybe Phil should have bluffed having Cling to Dust. Um, but
Maybe. Yeah, that's true. All right, so unmask, exiling the second Griselbrand. Drown in the Lock, eliminate Merchant Scroll, Brainstorm. Drown in the Lock actually is decent if there's enough cards in the grave.
yeah, it'll counter most of his Jason's spells, but this grip isn't doing anything.
Oralox, thanks for the Prime sub. Thanks for tuning in despite being late. It's all good. You are not expected to watch the entirety of every show. Tune in whenever you like. Thanks for being here. So, I was going to say Leon. Jason is deciding what to take with this unmask. What do you take?
I think I just take Brainstorm.
Brainstorm?
Um, pretty sure if he draws 7, he can probably go off.
All right, so he takes Drown in the Lock. Okay.
I mean, any two of Jason's win conditions basically ends the game here.
Ritual. 3 black. Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize.
Target himself. Chancellor.
Yep, and Exhume.
Uh, does he have enough
Yeah,
mana? Yeah, he
yep,
does. Yeah,
that should lock up this game.
yeah. I think this is over. Yes, creature with lifelink bingo slot was hit. This is true. Doing pretty well on our second bingo for tonight. You could potentially hit one more. Just adjusting my camera. Fixed it. Camera's acting funny. All right. So we're continuing this game.
Phil's not a quitter.
No. I mean, he's technically not dead on the first attack, so
Right.
maybe there's something he can do. Passes the turn.
I mean, this is one of those. I mean, I don't think Jason will miss any of the Chancellor triggers, but definitely in less competitive events, you can squeak through with missed triggers.
Oh yeah, for sure. That also doesn't work online. That's one of those things that doesn't translate.
Right. So Jason
Right.
goes up to 10
Yep.
and back down to 3.
All right, back down to 3. Just like making me update the score.
Just wait till he gets Children of Corliss and,
Yeah.
you know,
A few times people went off with that, and I just stopped touching the score. I was like, all right, he has
yeah,
whatever.
just change their life total to dash dash and
Yeah, exactly. Question mark, question mark. Thank you, Jube Ninja, for the bingo update. Fetch. Oh no, he didn't fetch. Lotus Petal.
another loot.
I dig it. If he gets another Chancellor, that's also great. That would be game. Children of the Corliss obviously would be great too. Lotus Petal.
I mean, I wonder if he's going for a Tendrils kill.
Could be. Seems unnecessary, really. Just pass a turn and still win. You know?
Maybe racking up the style points here.
Yeah, maybe.
I see another Chancellor in the yard. Got a Brainstorm on the stack. I mean, I don't know really what he wants to tuck. Any ideas, Chris?
Um, no.
Okay. And we got
Okay,
rescued.
whatever. If you can tell us, like Jesse said, you're on YouTube. Yeah. Um, unfortunately, I think the best thing I could do is just announce it, which I did on Monday's show, and hope everybody remembers to show up. But oh, you need to hit the bell. Okay, gotcha. Well, we tried YouTube last night. It was our second ever YouTube stream, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun stream.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing on it.
Yeah.
Enjoyed watching the replay.
The VODs on Twitch are sub only. Yeah, that's a setting I have on. So if you missed the show, you missed it, unless you're our loyal subscriber here. Brainstorm for Phil. And then the VODs go up for free on YouTube.
Yeah, so far we got a bunch of land go, cantrip.
Yep. So again, like we had rounds 1 and 2. The longer the game goes, Phil becomes more and more favored. Although, oh no, did Roland win a game? No, Roland didn't win a game, did he? No, it was 2-0 for Phil, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. I take back it.
They're very close though.
It's all good, 2Bitsky. I don't expect everybody to be all over chat. You can just enjoy the show. I'm more than happy to provide that. 7 cards in hand for Reanimator is frightening. Oh yeah,
That's a
Roland did win game 2. I thought so. Yeah, what were you gonna say, Jesse?
no. It's good that it's good for Jason to be back at a full grip. I think on a mull it's particularly difficult
Yeah.
to go off early. Merchant Scroll here for Phil guessing surgical.
Oh, maybe. Cling to Dust.
Also very good.
Surgical, obviously a lot better, but
Yeah, I think surgical in this is very good just because if you look at the deck lists.
all right. So you went for Flusterstorm. What I was gonna say though is Cling to Dust is you could do it over and over potentially,
True.
um, which is pretty relevant. Lotus Petal dropped here. I'm sure that resolves. And pass.
Got to ponder.
Ponder, yep. Fetch.
Yeah, looking at these boards, do you think Jason is going to bring in any other creatures? Probably Xantid Swarm.
All right, so you could bring in
Oh, here we go.
Xantid Swarm. Oh, there's Xantid Swarm.
Right on time. The Lake of the Dead Grave Titan move is interesting.
I think the Lake of the Dead Grave Titan mood is not the worst in this matchup, just because um, Phil doesn't really have ways to effectively remove it, or at least all the tokens.
Right.
But it's risky. I'd be curious if you brought that in. So Drown in the Lock hit the Xanadu Swarm.
Seems good.
I didn't think that was going to resolve after we're in turn 9 or whatever now. Let's see what else happens. Another fetch. Have you played Reanimator decks before?
I have mostly black-red before they went all tendrils, Children of Corliss. I have some pretty cool alters done of the Reanimator targets, reanimation targets. So
Goblin Lackey, what's up? Thanks for the raid. Welcome everybody. We're in round 3 of our NYC Eternal Championship bracket tonight, Legacy bracket. So welcome.
Chris, you played a bunch of Reanimator, right?
Yeah, I've played quite a bit of Reanimator. Reanimate just got Flusterstormed
Right.
on the Xantid Swarm, by the way.
Do you like the more linear creature package that Jason's running, or do you like the sort of Iona, Elishnorn, a Tidespout Tyrant kind of package?
Yeah, I think I prefer the latter. The Children of Corliss tendrils thing. I know, and I fully understand that it's probably better in Legacy right now, and there's a whole, someone could write an article about that. But I just prefer the style of the other deck way better. I don't
Hmm.
like the Children of Corliss tendrils shenanigans to play with. Before, actually, when we were doing our Team Unified Legacy League that we were talking about earlier, before we selected our decks for the first round, I was playing in. I was thinking about playing Black Red Reanimator with Dream Trawler
Oh.
in the deck to reanimate. It was just something I was playing with, and I played a few practice matches. And I forget against who. I know it wasn't you, but
Hmm.
Dream Trawler was pretty damn good as a reanimation target in Legacy, I must say.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The last iteration of Reanimator I played was Black Red, and I was trying out Shallow Grave to sort of make it more tin fins and also be able to respond to surgical,
Okay.
um, which is pretty interesting.
Oh, what just happened here? Exhume,
Exhume got countered by
snap.
Snapcaster Fluster.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming the rest of this match will be a lot of attempts followed by counterspells.
Yep. Tasker online now. Entire graveyard exiled and pass. I'm just gonna ask Phil to adjust his board a bit. Phil,
Yeah,
can you just pull your creatures down? Yep. Thank you. Perfect.
I think it's smart for Phil to get that clock on because if he gets them low enough and his only reanimation target is Gristlebrand, then it turns on cards like Tyrant Scorn and
Yeah.
Recoil, which I think he must have kept because he has so many other dead cards that he had to take out.
Yep. And yes, Rockman, that was another bingo check for the raid.
All right, we got a hard cast Grave Titan.
Grave
It's
Titan,
pretty
yep.
sweet.
Factor Fiction and Response. That was a, was there a Dark Ritual in there? Yeah, right. So 3, 4, 5 on the Lotus Petals, and yeah. Okay.
Wow, this is a pretty good factor.
Yeah, it is actually.
Cryptic Command. Um,
Strix Merchant Scroll to find any of the cards he needs.
well, I could just find
Brainstorm.
another Cryptic Command. Um, you look at the resource spend to get that Grave Titan out. It's 3 cards to get 1 card. I mean, theoretically, with the 2 zombies, I guess 3 for
Yeah,
3. But
yeah.
then a single card is going to make that all for naught.
Fill with the spice, says Zoom Ninja. This is true. So what do you pick here? What pile do you go for here? What piles
If
do you
I
go for?
if I were Jason, I would split Merchant and Cryptic, and then put the Brainstorm. Yeah, like something like that. I mean, Cryptic is so bad, and I'm guessing
Hmm.
he'll take.
Well, Cryptic, you can bounce Grave Titan and wait, no.
Yeah, but with Merchant Scroll, he can just get like another bounce spell, and he'll have 2 extra cards. Oh,
All
okay.
right, so he takes the Cryptic. I think the Cryptic is great here, actually, but I'm not sure why. No, but if he bounces the Grave Titan, the 2 zombies become irrelevant, and
Right.
he'll need to pull something off to get that Grave Titan back in play. And Tassiker can successfully attack into the 2 zombies too.
hmm
I think Cryptic was correct for Phil.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what else is in his hand. Oh, so
Merchant Scroll.
he had another Merchant Scroll,
Yep.
which
Merchant Scroll finds maybe another Cryptic command
yeah.
or Force of Will or Tyrant Scorn is good.
Drown
Drown in the
Lock,
Lock is also good. Yeah,
and he has Scalding Tarn to get Mystic Sanctuary,
that's true. Yeah, he does.
which is like infinite counter spells at this point with Drown in the Lock and so much stuff in his yard.
Yep. Snapcaster. Oh, Snapcaster was already in play. Sorry. I just saw him tapping 2 lands, and for some reason my mind said Snapcaster. Drown in the Lock on the Great Titans seems great. Would you have waited to do that?
I think I would wait so that
I guess he wants to get the attack in.
I mean, you could do it on. Yeah, I mean, if he wants
Chumps
to
with the
damage,
zombie.
because putting Grave Titan in the yard isn't particularly good against Reanimator, where your whole deck wants your creatures in the yard.
Well, I guess if they're for some reason Phil just lost a life. I missed why.
Uh, Not sure.
I don't know. Maybe something that he missed earlier in the game that we also missed.
Well, he didn't fetch. He didn't force.
5 cards for Drown. Wait a minute. What does Drown do again? Drown in the Lock.
Just kills a creature or counters a spell depending on your opponent's
Yeah,
graveyard
it's
count.
controller's graveyard, so it would be how many cards Jason has in the graveyard, not
hmm
Phil. I thought so. Yeah. If you're not playing goblins, you're not playing Magic. Yeah, it's opponent's graveyard.
Yeah.
We've had goblins on stream a few times.
Yeah, Jeremy played goblins on
We had
Sunday.
goblins in our Tribal Wars stream.
Right.
Goblins did pretty well in Tribal Wars. That was a few weeks ago now.
Yeah, Jeremy was playing the combo version.
Yep. Unmask. Pitching Exhume. Cling to Dust on Grave Titan coming here.
Potentially.
I would bet that's what's happening.
There you go.
Yep. I think I got a prize.
You should. Not to mention he can recur Cling to Dust with a Mystic Sanctuary and then also still have Cryptic.
True. Yeah. Curse Stompy on the stream. Yeah, I'd like to get that. We did have a Curse
Tribal.
Tribal deck at one point.
Yeah, David Thomas Tao, I think, was playing that, right?
Yeah. And we also had a Curse Nick Fit deck at one point, I think. Goblins is my main deck, all foiled out. Damn. Do you have foil Muxus? Reanimates.
All right, we got a Surgical. Leaving Jason with Faithless Looting and an Entomb in hand, which is redundant.
Reanimate. Getting
Chris,
surgical here.
yeah, what do you think of? Oh, so he did bring the Lake of the Dead Grave Titan package in.
Okay.
He took out some Chancellors and I think a Thoughtseize or something. Yeah, that Unmask feels really bad in the face of Mystic Sanctuary.
Yeah, it does. I'm sure Muxus will become more available at some point. 7 consecutive spells countered by Delver. Jeez, what were you playing? All right, so surgical done here. Reanimate is gone forever. Just gestures capped his reanimates out of his deck.
Yeah. I mean, given that he boarded out Chancellors, I'm not really sure how many reanimation targets he's got left.
He boarded out Chancellors, you said?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess they're easy to play around.
Maybe not so good on the draw?
I think, I don't know.
I don't know. That's debatable.
I haven't really taken my Chancellors out against counter magic that I remember.
Yeah, just having that first free days. Okay, we got a concession here.
All right. Going to game 3. All right, player's still mulliganing. Allen with the spice.
I think Keranos should be played in Legacy. I mean, I know it's more of a modern card back when I was playing like Splinter Twin and stuff, but
Yeah,
it's such a cool card.
it is. It does seem slow for Legacy, though. I did have it in my Reanimator deck at one point, years ago.
Yeah. It's just missed trigger fodder though.
Yeah.
If I remember modern correctly, I don't know how many people miss the trigger continuously.
Yep. All right. Verdant to start the game for 5-card Jason, they call him. Unmask. Pitching Unmask. Targeting Phil.
Now, Chris, do you think he brought back the Chancellors for this last game?
I would think so.
Hmm.
I would be surprised if he didn't. But I don't know. Jason's probably a better player than I am, so we'll see.
Well, we got a force on the Unmask, so that's a straight 2 for 2.
Yep. Do you like forcing that?
I mean, if I've got a Cling to Dust or a Surgical, I think I do.
Yep.
Um, and I think Phil, who didn't maul, his 2 are worth the 2 cards in a 5-card hand.
Yep. Merchant Scroll.
Surgical?
Jebediah is rooting for Phil here. Who are you rooting for, Jesse?
I'm rooting for Phil. I know he's been itching to get past the first few rounds on a Wednesday night, so I'm
Yeah.
rooting for Phil.
Yep. I think Phil's the at least in the history of our Wednesday night streams, the underdog here. So I think I'm rooting for him. Jason's won out a bunch of times. He's been at the top of the bracket for months.
I,
How high in the bracket have you gotten? Round three?
I think I got to round 3 and then lost.
Okay.
Um, I
It's
really enjoy
tough.
playing against Phil. I have a pretty good track record against his his decks, but uh, but it's always a pleasure.
Yep. Entomb. Wait, so what did he get with the merchant scroll? Oh, the
Uh,
force negation.
yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait. Uh,
Oh, it was his turn.
oh,
Maybe a mistake here. Gristlebrand's in yard.
well, I mean, Jason has more information, but with 2 cards, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference.
Well, if he has reanimate, he's in good shape. Oh, but he has a force
No,
negation
I
now.
mean,
Yeah, he
Phil.
has force negation. That's right.
Yeah,
I for some reason I thought it was trash now, but it's
yeah,
still
okay,
insane.
well, that's going to get forced.
Yep.
I mean, that's why Shallow Grave is kind of fun. You can
Yeah.
do it on their turn, draw 7 cards.
Kind of fun is the key card. Yeah.
Kind of
Key
fun.
words.
All right, all right. Fair enough, fair enough.
All right. Passes the turn. Just hoping to draw a reanimation spell is Jason then.
And Brainstorm.
Merit Lage's Slumber. Yeah, that was a cool card that I think a lot of people were hoping was going to be a lot better, but it just wasn't powerful enough. People like the snow Merit Lage stuff.
Anytime you need 10 permanents to get something to trigger, it's it's pretty difficult.
Has there ever been a City's Blessing card played in Legacy that you've seen? Any card that refers to the City's Blessing?
In Legacy, I have not seen it.
Hmm. Has anyone?
I think the land is the only one that's playable.
Arch of Araska? Draw a
Is that the
card?
one draw card? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Has anyone seen anyone get the City's Blessing in Legacy before? Let me know. Dark Ritual in response to Cryptic. In response to.
All
Oh,
right.
nothing. In response to nothing, actually. It was just cast. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Oh,
Reanimate. Well,
that's interesting. So he baited a counter.
yeah. Would you have let Dark Ritual resolve? I know it's easier for us to say now, but.
I mean, if you let it resolve, you've got to think he has like a Thoughtseize or some kind of discard spell.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a nasty trick there from Jason.
Yeah.
Palace Jailer is Monarch. Not quite the City's Blessing.
Much easier to become the monarch than to get the city's blessing.
Yeah, at least in Legacy, yeah. All right, another land, fetching, 7.
So, let's see. Jason's at 4, unless he goes off with, um,
Oh, he has a 4, yeah.
unless he goes off with Children of Corliss. If Phil has a bounce card in his hand, he can swing for lethal.
Right.
But I'm guessing Jason has a Lotus Petal or something. And yep, here we go.
All right. Entomb Children of Corliss. And
Oh, here we
Chrome
go.
Mox.
Imprinting Gristlebrand.
Yep.
Reanimate.
Reanimate.
All right, here we go. Life gain central.
Yep. This is when yes, bingo. Yep.
You can put the question marks by Jason's life total.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Children of Corliss is in play now. It's gonna gain about 10 life, I believe.
Sounds about right.
Imprint bingo slot is taken. Yes. I got that one.
I think the real question is what was in Jason's hand besides reanimate when he cast the Dark Ritual?
Yeah.
Was it a straight bluff or bait, or was there just gas in his hand anyway?
I'm not sure, but Alan. It looks like Alan is playing against Reanimator next round as of right now. Alan's ready. He's hyping himself up. He's probably listening to music right now, airboxing.
Yeah, he's got his pump-up jams going.
Yeah. He's got big headphones on, running in place,
Yeah.
stretching out, sleeving up the deck. Alan's ready.
Oh, Phil's got mission briefing.
Rockman is actually playing a different game. So mission briefing and what was the other card?
Cryptic.
Oh, cryptic in hand. Yeah, that's right. We knew that. Yikes.
I wonder if he should have or could have gotten surgical with Merchant Scroll.
It seemed weird not to, right? Because
Yeah,
he had no way to interact with the graveyard, and a surgical would have been great there.
right. All right, that's all she wrote.
All right, let's check in with the players.